Hi friends, today's my birthday. I'm 59 years old. My last year in this decade, the 50s. I can't believe 60 is right around the corner next year. It sounds so old to me because growing up, people in their 50s and 60s were old people, right? And now it's me, and I don't feel that way. I feel 29 years old, turning 30, not 59. I feel amazing. Ever since I started eating the proper human diet 5.5 years ago, my body started repairing itself from the inside out. I started feeling better emotionally. No more depression, gone. My OCD, where I used to bite my nails all my life, just faded away. I don't do that anymore to my nails. I used to have atrial fibrillation and had to be on medicines which raised my blood sugar. I'm off the medicines and I don't go into afib anymore. It's amazing. I think it healed my heart. There are so many other things. The big one was my lower back. I found out, inappropriate inflammation constantly from all the carbs and sugar and seed oil I was eating all my life, that ever since I was in my mid to late 20s, I had severe lower back pain. It came and it went, and when it was here, it was so bad sometimes I could not walk without crutches, and when I was working, I'm retired now, I used to teach middle school, I had to roll myself around on a chair with wheels. That's how painful it was. And I wore a TENS unit to trick my brain into little electrical impulses. So I feel that instead of the pain. And yes, I took ibuprofen and Tylenol and just did everything I could, everything short of surgery, which I was actually considering. Still never found out the cause until I just decided to lose weight. I was 35, 40 pounds overweight, always was heavy, and just decided to try yet this other diet called the ketogenic diet. And I learned little by little, day by day, how to do this by watching YouTube videos. And the weight came off very rapidly. Within a few months, I was down my optimized weight where I'm supposed to be. And then my emotions got better. The lower back pain disappeared and hasn't been back since. I'm going on 5.5 years of never having lower back pain. Now, that's not a coincidence. That's this diet. That's the proper human diet. I tuned up my diet and I went ketovore and took out all of the plants and the nuts and the seeds and the berries, and I did that for 3 years, and I felt even better. I felt like Superman. I felt just amazing. My sleep improved. So many things improved. And then 1.5 years ago, I decided to just go a little bit further because I was almost there. And I took out the coffee and the avocado and the broccoli. So now I'm just carnivore. I eat beef, lamb, pork, poultry, fish, and eggs. I cook only in animal fats like butter, beef tallow, bacon fat, or lard, chicken schmaltz. It's amazing. I upped my game even more by doing carnivore, which is why the name of my channel is the Carnivore Teacher. I used to call myself the carb addiction teacher, which I could still call myself that because I was addicted to carbs and sugar, and many people are. But I decided to change my name because it's more my identity now. I'm a carnivore, and I'm not going back, folks. I don't want to go back to lower back pain. I don't want to go back to having my heart rhythm go out of whack. I don't want to go back to ripping my nails apart and feeling depressed and being moody. I'm staying for the rest of my life. And it's easy. Like I said in one of my other videos, it's so easy to stay consistent on this way of eating because you feel so good. You don't want to go back and feel the way you used to feel. I will always remember and never forget how I used to feel and all the problems I was starting to accumulate in my body as I aged. I'm going to be 60 years old next year. I'm 59 today. Wow, that number I still have to get used to the sound of that number. 59, right? I plan in my mind, in my psyche, to live to be 120 years old because that is our genetic clock. That's our telomere length. We are supposed to, as humans, we're supposed to live to be around 120, and then I hope to have a heart attack at 120 real quick and die, because I don't want to have any problems up until 120. I'm hoping and I'm planning on being this healthy and feeling this well all the way up to 120. And then see you later. The debt that all men must pay, right? I know it sounds a little morbid and a little depressing, but it's fact. We're all going to die. Why suffer along the way? Why go downhill as you reach your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s and beyond? Why? You don't have to. If you eat the proper human diet, all of your hormones go into balance the way they're supposed to. Everything is balanced properly, and you feel well because you're eating what your body is supposed to have. Your species-specific way of eating is the carnivore way of eating, in my opinion. I don't like plants. Plants have so many anti-nutrients, so many chemicals that they have developed to defend and ward off predators. I don't want those chemicals in my body. I don't want those anti-nutrients in the body. I know people say, oh, you can just cook them like crazy and soak them. I don't have the time, and I don't want to do that. I'm getting nothing out of them. The fibers and the anti-nutrients are locking up any possible nutrition that might be in said plants. So I don't miss them. I don't miss sugar and candy and sweet things either, because I got that out of my body. I am a sugar addict, and I will always be a sugar addict, just like an alcoholic defines themselves as having a problem with that chemical, and they can't have a single drink for the rest of their life because they are an alcoholic. They may be not drinking, but they're always an alcoholic, one day at a time, never having a drink. I will always be a sugar addict, one day at a time, never having sweet things. Even monk fruit, stevia, and allulose, I discovered, turn on my sweet addiction in my brain. Even though it's not sugar, and even though it doesn't stimulate an insulin response, it still makes me crave more food. It makes me want more sweet things. So I am a sweet addict, and I choose to abstain 100%. 100% is effortless. It's easy. It's always no and never. Not on my birthday, today, not on a holiday, not at Christmas, never, 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 never. Now, sometimes on a holiday and on my birthday, I will make a type of ice cream, but I don't put any sweetener in it at all. And I have a Ninja Creamy that I use to make it, but it's just heavy whipping cream without carrageenan or any of the thickeners, just heavy cream. And that basically has a tiny little bit actually of lactose in it, but you don't really taste the sweetness. And I have a little recipe for that, basically Dr. Kilt's, right? But I don't use any sweetener. And just, I put it through the machine after it's frozen, and it's just a creamy, delicious texture to my palate that I love. And I do that once or twice a year, seriously. I haven't even prepared it for today, so I'm probably skipping this year. I'm not going to have any ice cream. But never will I have sweet things again, because I know what it does to me. I've tested it. I've gone back and added a little bit, and then I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I added a little bit more and a little bit more. It crept back in, and it made me gain weight because it made me eat more. Even though it wasn't sugar, it was those sugar substitutes, it was still a sweet thing to my brain. At 59, today, I share with you that I'm in perfect health, excellent health. I'm at my optimal weight, my optimal emotional well-being. I'm retired. So heck, that makes you happy, right? And I'm going into my third year of retirement here. I am so happy. Making these videos for you makes me happy. I'm creating content and helping other people. And that gives me purpose in my retirement. I take a lot of time and effort to make these videos and edit these videos and post these videos on YouTube. And I'm thrilled with the response I'm getting. People are commenting that they're learning. And that's all I want, because I learned from Dr. Chaffee, Dr. Berry, Dr. Sivas, Dr. Eckberg, Dr. Baker, and on and on. I learned from these people who have given me my life back because I chose to listen and apply their concepts to my life. I want to help other people too. So my birthday wish is that you eat the proper human diet and experience the wealth of amazing health and happiness, because that's what this diet gives you. Have a wonderful day, everybody.